Those of you who don't know me, my name is Paul Nowak. I'm the executive director at Green Blue. Green Blue is an environmental nonprofit that is looking at bringing sustainability and materials together in the world. And while you may not have heard of Green Blue, I'm sure you've heard of a few of our programs, and we've already mentioned one of them. So our main programs and how we do our work is the Sustainable Packaging Coalition, or the SPC, as you've heard of. And then one of the programs that actually came out of groups like this working together and collaborating is the How2Recycle program, which has been in existence for about 12 years now on pack labeling instruction. So when you think about what Specright's doing and all the clients they're working with to harmonize data fields, and you think about specifically our How2Recycle program, we ask up to 60 questions about a piece of packaging. Those are generally going to be held in a specification. So what we've been able to do is to work with Specright to say, are the fields you're lining up in your database going to be harmonized to what we see coming in the future? And I'll tell you, Specright's been an amazing partner in being willing to think about it that way, being very proactive in coming to us saying, what more can we do in the space? So when you think about, it being an expanse of 1 + 1 = 3 type equation, if you have one of the groups that is doing the majority of specifications for many clients in the packaging space, and you have another group setting the standards, us learning from each other can multiply that out to other groups so that they don't have to start from zero. They can start from a really good base when they're looking at their specs and then their possible future reporting for states. In Q2 of 2024, we will start to pilot allowing live connections into the How2Recycle system. So if we have this harmonization correctly, it will be able to pull in directly. So minimize quality and errors from human entry, be able to have at some level a parent specification. So if you've entered it multiple times, you don't have to re-enter it, it will recognize it. And then looking at the future of how to report to say, well, why do we have so many that are checked locally and they're not widely recycled? To use it as a KPI, which we know Specright has already works heavily in with their clients. So that's where I see the future state going. One of the challenges there that I think Specright is uniquely capable of looking at is data security. So as we start to open up the How2Recycle system for entries, Specright has assured me in looking at how letting a supplier in to enter information for a brand will be kept safe, and then that will have firewalls to protect that data. So I'm really excited. This is a first of its kind thing that we're looking at doing, but it should drive the mission forward in the end of having more accurate instructions on packaging to feed the recycling system and for consumers to understand.